guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG. Today's video, we're going to talk about some of my favorite routes in the game that I use when it comes to beating both man and zone coverage. In this game right now, what you're going to see is that there's a lot of KOs. You want to get as much separation on your defender as possible to avoid those. And these are some of the routes that I think that you should be adding to your scheme if you want to get that type of results that you're looking for. Now, I am using the Washington Commanders playbook in this video. I want to make sure that I stress that these routes are found in other playbooks as well. So make sure you watch the video even if you're not in the Commanders playbook, because it's going to give you the opportunity to add these to your scheme already, even if you're not in that playbook. So the first play we're going to be looking at is called the whip halfback rail. Now, why I like this play so much is it's got 3 different routes that I want to highlight that's going to get you the separation that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and look at the first one, which is going to be the B route over here. I'm going to call it a elongated spot route. It's basically a short crosser that stops. And this is something that if you time right, you're going to get some really nice separation, catch the ball, and still have room to turn up the field. If you see here, the B is going to go here, and then you're going to see that we time it, we catch that ball, and you're still going to get up the field with your player. Now let me show you here basically what this route does. And you're going to see that he is going to go across the field, and when he goes, you're going to see that this guy is basically covering him as if he's a crosser. Then he's going to stop. When he stops, you're going to see how the separation that we get, and he comes back to the ball. That is going to be a theme with almost every route on this list, is that when he comes back to the ball, you're going to catch that, go up the field, and you can be able to get that separation. Really nice, because the KO is not going to be able to basically go for it. Now, the second route we're going to look at is this Y route. I'm just going to put this X on a smoke just so you have some room. This is essentially a corner stop. A lot of times what you're going to see, especially in tight formations, they're going to call it a swirl route. And it's something that is basically going to give you the ability to get outside leverage and then stop. And if you time it right again, what you're going to see is that you can have that ability to go ahead, catch this ball, and get that spacing that you need and catch it underneath, right? I'll show it to you again. What you're going to see again is that we're going to go ahead and do this. You're going to see that you're going to get that catch and you're good to go, right? Now, the next route I want to look at is this A route, okay? Now, everybody knows that these zigs or return routes, depending on which direction it goes, are really good. Well, this one is special because it has the ability to be stemmed up and down as much as you want. So this one, if we just do it one up, right, we'll just go ahead and make sure that we kind of, show it. He has the ability that he's not only going to get inside and then outside, you're going to see how he's going to be able to beat that guy pretty easily and get yourself some user yards. So this play itself has 3 routes that you can just leave it the way it is. You go as high as you want, as little as you want. Basically just go ahead and see how this route, as you're able to stem it up, is going to get you that separation that you're looking for when it comes to a man beating route. Now, these are also really good for, basically zone routes. So let's see here, cover 4 drop. I'm just going to put this X on a comeback, as you can see, but look at this Y route. He's going to go here, and then he's just going to stop in a little spot, and we're going to have that catch right there in that little spot that's opened, because we're able to drive back the outside corner, yet drive the nickel corner to the sidelines, right? And the same thing with the A, right? If I do something like this to where I stem him up a little bit, I'll put this guy, let's say, on a flat. I just want to make sure that you understand here. We'll do this, against cover 4 drop again. And then we'll do something to where we just leave it like this. The A is going to go in, it's going to go out, and now you can throw that ball in that little spot as well. And so you have that protection against both man and zone. Now let's go ahead and look at the next play that we're going to talk about. And I'm going to do this out of the gun spread as well. It's going to be the PA slot slide play right here, right? And I want you to look at this red route. This is probably one of my favorite routes in the game. And what I'm going to do here is first start off by, basically showing it to you against zone, okay? Now, you're going to see that this A route is going to have this like 1 to 2 yard stem, and then it starts going and working himself to the inside, which does a really good job of basically getting out of the area of the outside corner. And once you see that, he goes outside, and then he goes in, and you can see how this is just an easy catch on the sidelines. That was against cover 4. You can see this against cover 3 here. It's going to basically be the same thing. You see that I'm going to do this against here, and then you see this A goes in, and then he goes ahead and gets this really nice angle Unfortunately, we got hit on that play, but you're going to see how we're going to be able to go over and over on this and show you how this route is going to be able to go and just really get to a spot that's really hard to user or switch stick to because of the timing of the route. Now, this also does a pretty good job against man as well. It's going to be something that you're going to want to do when it comes to, basically turning that guy's shoulders. But you can see here, same type deal, and we're going to get ourselves to the catch. A really nice route to build a route. Now let's go ahead and look at the next route. And again, I'm just going through one formation so you can see it. And we're going to talk about this trips play, and it's going to be the trips cross. Now, if you look at this right route here, it's the player that comes back. Now, just for reference, you can find this in a lot of different formations, plays in this. If you look at here in the tray open offset, you see how it has the same route in cross C curl, same route in drive under. Does not matter. I was just going to call the trips cross because it's something that you guys can look at real quick. And we can just start off by doing, it doesn't really matter what we go against, right? And again, I'll just call cover 4 drop, right? What I like about this route is that I'm just going to go ahead and just stem it up. And if I go ahead and make sure that I just have a vertical threat, right? It's going to push everybody back. You can see how this B comes back to the ball, and he's really, really going to have your opportunity to catch this, right? I can back this up. I can do this on the short side of the field. It does not matter. And I can stem this route even further down the field, right? Just so you can see it. And if we do that, what's going to end up happening, and I'll just put this A on a streak so you can see it. You can see how you have that ability to come back to the ball, and it's just an easy catch against both man and zone. I'll do this against man coverage. You can see the reason why is how far back it comes to the ball, right? Here's this against this, and I'll just, it doesn't matter if I just leave it like this or stem it. You see B comes back to the ball, easy catch, and you're going to have a lot of success using that route. Now, the next one I want to talk about comes out of the gun trips halfback week. It's the play called slot fade stop. Now, the reason why I like this play so much is that it's got two routes that I really like. It's the one that's on the inside of the trips and the one in the middle of the trips, right? So again, what we just do is just call a play here. And what you're going to see is that you've got the ability to go to the A or the RB, right? And what I'm going to do on this play, just so you can kind of see, I'll just go in the middle of the field so you can give us a little bit more room. But I'm going to just take this guy and move him out here, just so that I can isolate these two routes. The A is going to be a route that turns to the inside, so does the RB, and they both come back to the ball. This A is going to come over here, and then once we get that guy to basically go ahead and turn his hips, it's a perfect route to come back. I have this in the Giants game plan that we have on our website in the tight Y off weak formation, and this route is just one of my favorite routes in the game because as soon as he gets him, you can see how we lose this player, get all that separation, and now we have that ability to go ahead and do a lot of damage. So this is one that you're really going to like when it comes to facing any type of blitzes because it's so quick and the throw is in the middle of the field. However, the other route, this RB route, has a great opportunity to do the same thing, but a little bit further to the outside to where once you go ahead and you do this, you see how we lose that player as well. It's just another route with the right timing. It's going to absolutely lose these players and go ahead and get open, right? This guy goes out here, and once he goes ahead and he loses his player, you see he's going to be looking at as if he's going on a fade, and then he basically stops, and you can have that easy, type of catch. Now this route is basically something that, if I show you the rest of the plays in this formation, it's stemmed off of the play right here, the shock slot return. It's the same route, the shock H option. It's the same looking route, but then he goes ahead and stops. So it's called a slot fade stop, right? And you can do this against a lot of different zones as well. So if you go ahead and say cover 4 drop and say you want to go ahead and put this A on a streak, and even if I just go ahead and stem this up, you have that ability on that stem, right? You can do this as high or as low as you can, right? So I just did a little bit so you can see he's going to go this way, he's going to come down this way, and then he's just going to stop because basically it's as far as you get him past the curl flats or past the hard flats, whatever the case is, he is going to go ahead and stop. So again, we could do this to where it's just, if he's in hard flats, whatever, you could definitely have this guy go this way and then, kind of throw it right here because it's a shorter route, or you can have a stem go a little bit further. Really nice option against both man and zone, right? That's why I really want to kind of highlight some of these routes because of the way that this guy's going to go this way, he's going to come down, and then he's just going to stop, and then you can kind of come back to the ball if you want, if it's too far down the field. So you can see how the difference was because he went too far down the field, we didn't get that guy to turn his bout. So if we just do one stem up, now you can see he's going to go with the A because that's the deepest player, and now we got that easy catch. You see how those routes look really, really nice when it comes to being able to beat that. Now, I'm going to go scroll through this playbook so you can see that these routes are found in a lot of different plays and not just this, right? So if I go to the double flex, right? You're going to see that this motion slot shallow on the left here has that play that I called the elongated spot route from the right receiver. So it goes in and stops, right? If we go and look at, let's look at the spread here. You see this PAH cross? It's got that, we called it a corner stop. Well, this is a post stop. See how the Y cross has the same thing? So we can do the same thing here against your man coverage or whatever the case may be, where these routes by this X receiver is going to give you that opportunity to go ahead and hit that guy on the break as well. Goes this way, goes here. Now we throw it back here, and you can see how he's going to be able to be in a spot to catch that. So the timing of these routes are important, but you can see how well these routes work when you time them right to lose your defender, right? Right here, we timed it right. You can see how he's got there, and we're able to catch it, right? So want to make sure that I've just brought some of these to your attention and how these plays or these routes can help you when you're trying to build a scheme around, things that when people mix up their coverages or you need them to go against both man and zone, those are the type of plays that you want to build off as your base plays because they're going to beat all coverages. And these routes are great for you. So wanted to show you guys that in this video. Appreciate it. Check out your playbook. And if you find any of these routes, go ahead and put it in the comments below and say, hey, this is in my Giants playbook. That route is in this, or I found this, route in this. This way we can help each other out and show that maybe people that are in the same playbook as you didn't know it existed. So appreciate y'all, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.